Good morning, my friends. And when I say that, I really mean it because it is barely 8 o'clock in the morning. And this is the earliest I've ever videoed. So hopefully my brain is switched on this morning. I didn't get this done. Normally I'd record it at the weekend, but I was just so incredibly tired. I just knew to push it would have been absolutely stupid because I was a write-off. So we're going to try and do it this morning and get it hopefully uploaded pretty close to where it would normally appear. So if it's a little late in appearing, that is why, because I'm doing it on the day. So let's get on with it. The fire is going, but it's a little bit chilly and I'm not even showered or dressed yet. So that's how early it is for me. So let's go ahead and pull our prompts for Deal It Up Challenge number 77. Can you believe it? I barely can. 77. Now, so little confession. Nothing too major. Just I have not done number 76 yet. I just have not found the time or the energy, I guess, to do last week's Deal It Up Challenge. I will do it. And when I've done it, I will show you the results. But yeah, I just haven't got there. So we're doing, yay, red suit, 6 of hearts today. And if you don't want to make a faux plowing card, whatever that is, as I said, it's really early in the morning. Apparently my tongue hasn't quite woken up yet. Or my brain, or both, you know. You get it all here. You really get it all. So let's do this one. If you're not making a faux playing card, then you might want to make a journal page. Or you could do both. Okay, on to our creative prompts to partner with these projects. I'm just giving these a really rough shuffle, nothing too major or heavy going on here. That should do it. Bottom one, I think. I'm just going to take the bottom one. Cool colours. That feels very appropriate for this autumn morning. On the cool side. I think it's going to be a nice day again though. We've had some stunning days. Really, really cold overnight. Not quite a frost yet. We've had heavy dews in the morning, but not a frost yet. But some stunning, stunning sunny days. I've only had one day of rain, which is a bit worrying. But I guess it will get there, hopefully. Okay, let's go that one. Which is paint. Ooh, getting painty. Not quite sure if I'm prepared for mess this early in the morning, but however, that's the prompt. So maybe I'll grab out my watercolours as a less messy option. If I've got a water brush full of water, maybe. Because I definitely haven't got a jar of water available for watercolours. I'm just kind of shuffling and looking around. It's like, yeah, I can see a couple of water brushes. Hopefully they've got water in them. Otherwise, all I've got is white paint, which isn't terribly exciting, you know. It's paint, it fits the brief, but it's, you know, it's not terribly exciting. Let's just go that one. And our final prompt is something dirty. Ooh, that should be a bit of fun. So something dirty, it could be a picture of something dirty, like, I don't know, you probably can't see on that card, there's a little child with a hose playing in a garden, dirty, you know, dirt plot. Garden's not planted yet. So it could be a picture of something that's dirty, or you could grunge something up and make it dirty. Having a sip of my coffee while it's hot. Right, so let's get started. Stenciling on the back first, as is my go-to. Just going to put a bit of paper underneath. I've chosen out a stencil with numbers on it. Yes, that's the right way round. not quite big enough, so maybe I'll just do the middle. Actually, it fits quite nicely right in the middle, so I'm just going to do the middle. I've got this Vivid Chartreuse. It's a very yellowy green, and I think that would complement the cool colour idea. So grab a brush out and let's stencil this up to start with. So how was your weekend, my friends? I hope you had a good weekend. Our weekend was okay. We were both super tired. So Saturday we did practically nothing. Almost. We went out for breakfast because some friends shouted us out to a local cafe, which was super kind. So we had a late breakfast out at the cafe, and then we did a round of the 2 op shops that there are locally in my wee town. So we did a bit of that, and I did a bit of retail therapy over the weekend on Saturday, and then Sunday we had church, which I was just super tired for. I was a bit emotional and very on the edge because I was so tired. At one point after church, I was hanging over the back of my husband with my arms wrapped around him, and he was sitting down. Otherwise that wouldn't happen because he's 6'3", and he was just going through his phone, and his background on his phone is a photo of me. Sorry, I just got a little something in the back of my throat. Let me have a wee drink. Hopefully that's better. So just going to grab out the 6. On the background on his phone is a photo of me and Puss and Georgie, both in my arms and on my lap. And all of a sudden I found myself bawling because of Georgie. I was like totally out of the blue. And I turned around to head back towards where my handbag was to grab a tissue, and a lady was making a beeline for me, and I looked at her, but I just had to keep going because I needed to mop myself up. And then she came up behind me and wrapped her arm around me. I think she thinks it was over my mum and her recent health situation, but I didn't explain. She just, asked how my mum was because she knows my mum. And yeah, that was that. But then we had a church lunch. It was soup and buns, which was really lovely. And then we had a 5th birthday party to go to. So we rocked on down to the 5th birthday party. And it started at 1, and we were there not too long after 1, but there weren't a lot of people there at that stage, and more came in as it went on. And there were like 15 kids. And all the adults, of course, on top of that. And so we stayed until about an hour and an hour and a quarter maybe. And it was just so noisy. Kids and adults talking. And so we stayed until the cake had been brought out and we'd sung happy birthday. So we didn't stay for the present opening. So hopefully the card for our present wasn't actually attached to it. So hopefully they can match up the present to the card. Yeah. I don't know. I was just tired when I was doing it, and I didn't think about actually attaching the card to the parcel. But it was really nice, but I was like, I need to go home. It's just I had a headache as well, so I just couldn't cope with the noise, and we'd done our bit, shown up and celebrated, and for the first time ever I had my face painted. And that was super fun. I enjoyed that, and I knew the lady who was doing the face painting, so it was nice to catch up with her. I don't often see her. She's probably 15 years younger than me, and she's had several massive strokes, so her mobility is compromised. Her, it's impacted her life greatly. So to see her still getting out and doing some things was really nice, and to have that wee catch up. Right, so I've talked my way through. I've done diamonds. Oh no. Were you yelling at me? I was looking at the 6 of diamonds, but we're just supposed to be doing 6 of hearts. Oops. Okay. Not the end of the world. We can fix it. What do I want to fix it with? I'm like, do I want to use a pen? I bet you are yelling at me. Tell you. This now, is this going to be close in colour? No, it's not. It's a brighter red. Maybe Posca pen might be the way to go. I bet you were yelling at me. I didn't hear, sorry. My ears aren't working this morning either. Too much talking. Let's just go over it with Posca pen and turn it into a heart. It's a different red, but it will cover over the diamond. Whereas the pen, I think, would have shown more of the diamond through. So, big heart. And a croaky voice. Right, now my problem with this is going to take a few minutes to dry. So I'm not going to be wanting to flip my card over and get right on with the other side. So we'll grab out our supplies and give this a wee bit to dry. So, not terribly exciting hearts, but they are hearts as opposed to diamonds. My goodness, I can't believe I did that. But anyway, so I need to make sure I use it this way up because the numbers that I've stenciled are that way. Okay, so let's look at cool colours. I was wondering, no, I just don't have any acrylic paint to hand that would fill that. I think I'm going to do a neutral background actually. I'm going to use the colours on top. So I'm going to grab some book page. Some book page scraps. That will be plenty. Cool colours. What do I want to do? I want to do watercolours for the paint. Or do I want to do a whitewash effect with my white acrylic paint in a cream bottle? I think I do. I think I want to go with the whitewash. So we need cool colours in some other form. Blue. And some envelope interior. It's got our address on the back, so I'm just going to kind of tear around the address, and that should be sufficient. I think that's all I'm going to do, just the 2 pieces. It's almost, oh well, that one's almost dry. Now I've got Posca pen paint on my fingers. Let's just carry on. I'll bring my paper back and flip it over, and that way I won't get paint on my desk if it's still wet. Okay, so let's move these out of the way because I'm just feeling a bit constrained by things. So for Trashcraft Tuesday, I'm going to do a shopping haul. What I've got from the thrift store, and I also on Friday went to my favourite junk store and got some stuff, and then my mum gave me a few bits that she was wanting to get rid of because she's looking at you know, one day they'll have to move, and probably not too far away to a somewhere that's easier for them. So she's looking at, you know, needing to get rid of some stuff that she doesn't need anymore and has just been hanging around and carted from house to house. And I can tell you, I got the mother load, shall we say, since it came from my mother, of treasure boxes. It's a cardboard box and it is loaded with treasures which I have not looked through yet, but I know it's full of treasures. I'm super excited to have a look, and I probably won't have a decent look with you on camera, but I'll give you a wee peek, because it's heavy too, and I've had very, very sore arms and shoulders since I have been dealing with it, carrying it. You know, we had to find it in the house. She thought maybe it had been thrown out, but it hadn't, and found it in the garage, and it was up on a shelf with a suitcase on top. So I've got the suitcase as well. It's a little suitcase, which is also loaded with treasures. So I had to pull it down off the shelf, and it's a very heavy carton box, and then I set it down on the floor and sort of set the garage to rights from finding this box, and carried it out to the car, put it on the ground while I opened the car, and then lifted it back up. And so it sat in the car all weekend because I was so sore, and hubby grabbed it out for me last night. So I've just got to lift it and bring it into the lounge where I film. Right, I'm just going to put that bit down there, I think, just right along the side there. I feel like I'm rabbiting on, but I also feel like I haven't talked with you for ages, because all my videos were pre-recorded since I was away for all of Friday. So the last video I recorded would have been, did I record on Thursday, or did I get done on Wednesday? I can't remember. It might have been Thursday. Let's just say last video I recorded was Thursday, and today's Monday. So it feels like I need to fill you guys in on lots of stuff. But in reality, it probably not a lot. It just feels like a lot. Yeah, so I got some treasures, all that to say, and I will be doing a little shopping haul video for Trashcraft Tuesday. So that's why I was talking about that. Yeah, so Mum is she's doing okay, as can be, as well as can be expected after a heart attack and the procedure that she's gone through. It's definitely a journey. It's not something that you get over in 5 minutes. But it was really nice to spend some time with her. I took her to a hospital appointment, which was good to be able to do that for her. Yeah, really good. And managed to do, I turned up at her place just in time for the washing to finish, so I hung the washing out on the line, and then it was dry before I left, so I got it back in, so that was good. Saved them worrying about that. And I had made them lunch, took it in with me, so I fed them being my mum and my stepfather. And I had wanted to make some muffins, sweet muffins, to take as well, but I was too tired on Thursday, or actually ran out of time as well. So I stopped in on the way to their place and picked up a sweet loaf, and so we had that, or some of it, for afternoon tea. And then Mum and I, went through a few things, and I helped her with some stuff that she wanted to get rid of. And then I had to leave to pick up my mother-in-law from the cancer house where she's undergoing her treatment. Oh, why not? It's got a gap there, but it doesn't matter. I'm just looking at the best fit. No, it's not the best fit. I tore it too narrow. So we'll try this bit. That bit's better. And got back to my hubby's work because I had to pick him up as well on the way home. So got back to his work just a few minutes after he'd finished. So pretty good timing, really. And then we had to drive all the way up to the in-laws to take his mum home. So by the time we'd visited for a bit with them and had I did have a cuppa. I had to wait before I could have a cuppa. And we'd picked up some, stopped in at the service station, picked up some food to eat on the way home, because it would have been too late if we'd waited till we got home, because we got home about 8:30, I guess. Finally got back home, so it was a big day, and it just sucked everything out of me. And hubby was already tired, you know, because he works really hard, and he'd had some bouts of vertigo on Thursday night, Friday morning. And it's tiredness, I think. It's just tiredness. So Saturday, apart from going out for breakfast and wandering around the two op shops, we just blobbed big time. I didn't craft. We both played some games and watched Star Wars movies. I think we got through one we'd started the night before. We finished that one, then we got through the next one and halfway through the one after that. So yeah, we just watched TV all flaming day, basically. And then did I sleep? I don't think I slept very well Saturday night. I was so tired, I thought I would just go to bed, put my head down and that'd be it. But nope, it was well after midnight before I fell asleep. So that on top of everything else, I was not in a very sociable state, shall I say. And to go out to a 5th birthday party, glad we went, because she's such a, you know, the mum's a good friend and the dad, and the girl is such a wee sweetheart. She's really cute. So definitely wanted to be it. I just wish I'd been in a better state to actually enjoy it. But I got to talk to some other people that I hadn't seen for a while. Ooh, do I want to just do this? Just do it. I think I want to ink, and this is part of the something dirty, because I want to, you know, make it look dirty or grungy or whatever, distressed. I'm tempted just to put that blue bit of paper bang smack in the middle. Is that cheating? I don't think it's cheating, is it? It's a valid composition. Oh, I've actually got a gap there. I didn't completely cover the background. So in case you're new here, I use cat food box as my base for my cards. You can use whatever you like. You can make it whatever size you like. This is just the size I'm doing my set of 52 cards in. Right, and I might just kind of add a bit more around the edges and places, not the whole thing, just to, you know, kind of make it dirty. But I don't want the whole thing dirty, because then, you know, it loses its effect if it's all the same level of dirt, if you know what I mean. I might even do some stronger areas, actually. Get lots of ink in there. Yeah, that's it. Nice. There's some marks on here. I wonder if it's glue marks that the ink's picking up, and I really like that. It's adding some grime and texture. So there we go. There's an idea. Actually deliberately add some glue stick on the surface and then put some ink on top, and it will create some fun marks. Right, do I want to tear this? Why not? Because we're going for it, you know, I'm stuck on this something dirty kind of track that's inspiring me. So torn kind of speaks to me along those lines. So let's tear this. I still want it squarish, and I don't want to take it too small. So I'm just going to this is just a piece of children's coloured, not construction paper, it's like A4 copy weight paper, but you know, those pads of children's coloured paper you can get. It might even be lighter than copy paper, it feels quite thin, but perfect for layering up because it doesn't add a huge amount of bulk. Yep, and I want to ink around this as well. I'm thinking about my focal point because I would think I like something, a picture of something dirty, I think, for my focal point. So I'm not sure what I'm going to grab for that yet. I do have a couple of magazines down beside me, so we might have a wee look. I really like the image that's on that card, actually, the wee boy in the garden. I assume it's a wee boy. Apart from the clothing, there's, you know, can be quite hard to tell. He's wearing red and blue, so I'm going to say it's a boy. You know, and boys, what are little boys made of? A little girl, sugar and spice and all things nice. Little boys, puppy dogs' tails and snails and I don't know, dirt. I think I've gone to the crazy side of tiredness. Like yesterday was the emotional side. I think today's the crazy side. So you've got the crazy Belinda today. So I hope you've strapped in for the ride. Okay, I like that. I think I'm just going to do glue stick inside and then some tacky glue around the edges. Probably not even going to use those bits of envelope that I tore off. Sorry about reaching under the camera there. But that's where my glue was. Unless I reached with my left hand, which would feel very weird. So yeah, we're actually pretty much doing okay, apart from the tiredness. And I think it's probably going to be like that for the next few weeks. So Shane's mum is in her 3rd week of her cancer treatment out of 5. So we're picking her up and taking her home every Friday, which it means it's a big day out. So I think our weekends are pretty much going to be written off because it just takes it out of us. It's huge, as well as the emotional aspect of it. But I'm just sort of more talking about the physical side of it. It's big. Yeah. It's very tiring, and talking and, you know, being sociable and visiting and then making sure I see my mum and, you know, help her at this point in time that she needs the help. I wish I could get in more than once a week, but I think I'd be dead at the end of it if I tried. Yeah. Right. I like that. Did I want to add? Oh, I actually kind of like that. Just completely random. I do like it. So I'm going to do it. I'm completely winging this. As per normal. Really. Don't I? It's like I pull the prompts and then I've got to come up with the items. So I'm always winging it in reality. Just going to tacky glue this on. Yeah, so I think I can just resign myself to the fact that for the next few weeks I'm just going to be tired and not functioning at full capacity. And I need to make sure I get enough rest, and I wasn't that good at that last week. Because I was conscious we were short on, I was short on time to get things done, so I pushed and pushed and I got things done. but not a lot of rest in that, and I don't think it did me any great service. I'm going to put another bit over this other side, just because I think it's fun. Yeah, and this week is going to be interesting as well. It's hubby's birthday on Wednesday, so I need to, you know, make a cake or something. He wants takeaways for tea, so that's fine, but I will still have to have food planned for lunch the next day, so I'll still have to cook something up. But I'd like to do him a cake or something, would be nice. So I need to make sure I make time for that. And his company, the company he works for, you get your birthday off, or if you don't want the actual day off, or if it's in the weekend or something, then you choose a day that you want off. So he's choosing to take Friday off this week instead of his actual birthday. So it's also shopping week, so we'll go and do the grocery shopping together on Friday, and then probably visit my mum, since we'll be in Christchurch to pick up his mum in the afternoon. So it's going to be quite another full day with lots of travelling and all that sort of jazz. So yeah, it's going to be, I'm just envisaging that Saturday is going to be another blah day this coming weekend. I am happy with the 2. I don't think I need 3. I'm liking the balance. So something dirty. Actually, those magazines are probably not likely to provide something suitable. Picked up, this is one of my finds from the local thrift shop. Those tape marks are actually quite fun. They're kind of dirty. But I was like, this farm animal one, I wonder if there's... They're very cute. Cost me 50 cents for this book. I'm going to have trouble though choosing which side of the page. I think I'll probably take the smaller images because they're easier to use. But, you know, these larger ones are also gorgeous. Maybe not that one so much. Not as fussed on that one, which is a good thing because I'm more likely to take the horses anyway. I'm not seeing much in the way of dirt, like dirty. Cute cats. This is the bit that sold me. I picked it up and straight away I saw the cats and I was like, I'm having that just for the cats, even if there's nothing else in it. No, well that didn't really produce results, did it? I don't know if this one, oh sorry about the clang, if this one will produce much. But let's have a quick wee flip. I'm going to try and be quick because I do want to try and get this video up. See if I can manage to get it up at the normal time, but we shall see. So just very, very quick. You're getting a little flip through here of a Mind Food magazine. This was given to me by my mother-in-law. She gave me 2 when we were there on Friday night. She gets given them because she does the crosswords in the back. Makeups, I wouldn't really class those as dirty. Yeah, it's not the sort of magazine. It's more glossy and shiny and sparkly and dirty. Thought it's worth a look because it's one of the few magazines I have down beside me. So yeah, she does the crosswords and then she passes them on to somebody else, and I was fortunate that these 2 she'd already done the crosswords in, so she passed it to me. Oh look, here we go, perfect. And I don't really need the one on the other side. It's a pair of hands with soil in her hands. I mean, it's random. It doesn't really speak of much, except that it's dirty. It fits the bill. We could pair some words with it that kind of give it meaning, which is what I think I might like to do. Actually, on that page where there are words, I should have stopped and had a better look. Might have been words I could use that were with this particular image. Oh yes, I like that compositionally. Let's see if I can refine that page. It's towards the back, wasn't it? Well, what about this from a different page? Nurturing the earth. Oh, but I really like this honey image for when I do my bee journal. So let's just, I'll keep my hand there. Here we go. Here's where I took it from. No. Maybe we can find something else that's good. That will work. Sorry, I hope this isn't boring for you guys. I just think the right words will bring it together for me. Come on, find something. Don't really want to lose that honey image. Yep, I'm straying into this is becoming really boring for you guys territory. I am sorry. Okay. Oh, there's a beautiful honeycomb image. So we've got that. We could probably lose this. After all, putting you through all that. Let's just tear this out and see whether we can get both or not do too much damage. Yeah, we are going to lose this, but we can probably retain the honey pot anyway. So let's just do it. So the G's run into each other there, so how am I going to do that? As best I can. I'm going to lose the bottom of the G, that's okay. Right, so I can just cut under the honey thing, whatever it's called, I can't quite remember at this point in time, and then just have the honey pot and use that when I do my bee journal. So I've got a bag where I'm collecting all my bee ephemera bits and pieces. Magazines are a really good place for bee imagery, actually, you know, like honey, beehives, that sort of thing. So I've been collecting quite a few. So if I put that there, I'm just not liking that. I'm going to give it a curved edge, so I'm trimming off that bit of text from underneath that I don't like. Nurturing, and I think I'll just do the earth intact, keep that together. I feel like I've been here for hours. Yeah, Now I'm looking at this going, do I want to round the corners? No, I'm just gonna stick it on as is. I feel like I've kept you long enough with my rabbiting on and making mistakes and silent flicking through a magazine. And then I can get on and record. Well, I'll have a shower first and get dressed, and then I can record Tuesday's video so that goes up. Now I didn't distress around this because it's quite a dark image, but I do want to distress around these just a little bit. The background in these is a cloudy sky, so it's kind of a white, bluish white, which is also ties in with the cool colours, which is quite cool. Oh, I haven't done the paint. Oh my goodness, I completely forgot about the paint. I was going to do a whitewash. Oops. Were you yelling at me again? I thought I was almost finished, but you know what, thought. Do you know that saying? Thought. I can't remember how it goes. It's so long since I've heard it. Thought the light was on, so he turned it off to see. Something along those lines. Gosh, that takes me back. It's something I heard my parents say growing up, and I used to use it every now and then, and it's not something I've even thought about for probably 20 years or so. Funny how things just suddenly randomly pop into your brain, and then you find yourself saying them, whether it's appropriate or not. Right. Okay, we need to do paint because I forgot that step. I'm not going to do a journal page, just giving you a heads up. I don't think I can push myself that far. Let's grab a brush of some description. Sorry, having to reach over here for where my paintbrushes are. Right, this one is just a very cheap, like all the surface is wearing off, and you know, it's just dirt cheap brush. And I did get a whole heap of paintbrushes from my mum, and some of them are quite pricey ones. So like, yeah, these ones that are getting towards the end of the life is not drastic, because I have a whole lot of new brushes. Some of them she has never used because she's decided she'll never get back to oil painting or doing liquid pour art or things like that, which is sad, but I understand. She's going to focus more on watercolors, which is easier for her to manage. Right, so I'm just going to do like some brush marks. And the point of this is I actually want those brush marks. I don't want it all smooth and nicely even coverage. I just want those brush marks in there. I'm going to do some onto the picture, and that will help sort of seat it into the everything. And also putting it on very, very lightly, very thin layer, so it's going to dry quite quickly, which is good because I want to do something else over top of the paint. So I feel like I'm getting a bit too much on now, but I haven't put a lot on. And that's the thing with these prompts, you just have to include it in some form. It doesn't have to like be in your face or a whole heap of it. It can just be a nod to that prompt. So now that I've done that, I want to come in. Do I want to? Actually, I think I'm going to use Ground Espresso Darker. Just looking for my my inking tool. Add some more dirt and a darker and going over some of that paint. To give that impression of the dirt. So it's been rolling around in the dirt. It's been in the person's pocket as they've been out checking their soil, and it fell out and got stood on and, you know, got really dirty, really grubby. So there we go. I think I have now covered all the bases. So we have, after my initial mistake, we have 6 of hearts. Good save. We have cool colours. We have paint, another save at the end of the process. Actually, if I get this out the way, it might actually make it a little easier to see. And something dirty. So we've got an image of someone with their hands in the dirt, and we've grunged it up with some ink. Yeah, fun. And then you can also combine these prompts and make a journal page if you would like to, or if you prefer to do that over the card. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm sorry it was a little bit of a crazy video, I feel, but you get me however I am on the day. So take care, everybody. I hope you have a fantastic week, and I'll be back again tomorrow. Look out for that shopping haul video. I think it will be a bit of fun if you like watching those types of videos. I'll see you then. Bye.